What's up, YouTube? This your boy, Big Boy Faction, and tonight I'm going to do my WWE NXT review on highlights. You guys are new, hit that like button, helps YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel, follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch down below in the description. And let's get started. Now, NXT itself was a decent show. I gotta give it a 7 out of 10. Alright, we're kicking things off with the Dakota Kai versus Saray. This match was quick. You know what I'm saying? It was quick for what it was. Dakota Kai takes an early advantage. Saray lands a dropkick. Suplex by Saray. Saray locks in an Indian deathlock. Dakota Kai uses Saray's hair to break the hold. Spinal tap by Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai sends Saray into the corner. Dakota Kai chokes Saray in with her boot. Dakota Kai and Saray trade submission attempts. Saray traps Dakota Kai in the modified single leg crab. After the break, Saray lands a German suplex. Dakota Kai kicks out. Dakota Kai sends Saray into the corner. Running boot by Dakota Kai. Saray kicks out. Dakota Kai and Saray trade strikes. Scorpion kick by Dakota Kai. Saray responds with a high angle drop kick. Dakota Kai collapses in the ropes. Saray obliterates Dakota Kai with a lower running drop kick. Saray tries another, but Dakota Kai moves out of the way. Dakota Kai lands a pump kick. Backstage, Raquel Gonzalez arrives at the arena. Dakota Kai surprises Saray with a running boot for the win. The winner of the match, Dakota Kai. This was decent to kick off the show. This was a decent match, but it didn't last long. This match was quick anyway, but decent at the same time. Anyway, Saray gets to her feet. Dakota Kai tries another running boot, but Raquel Gonzalez hits the ring. Dakota Kai runs away. Raquel Gonzalez grabs her mic and says, if Dakota Kai wanted a shot, all she had to do was ask. Alright, let's move on. So we get back at the Gargano's home. Indy Hartwell is getting ready for her date with Dexter Lumis. Gargano and Leray complains about Indy Hartwell being in love with Dexter Lumis. The doorbell rings and it's Dexter Lumis. With a dozen rolls, Gargano asks Dexter Lumis what his intentions are with Indy Hartwell. Gargano reads Lumis and riot act complete with a declaration that Dexter Lumis must have Indy Hartwell back by 10 p.m. Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis leave. Gargano tells Candice LeRae that she's tracking Indy Hartwell and asks her to go get the car. This was terrible, by the way. In a parking lot, Hero is hanging around a flaming trash can. Swerve says Legado del Fantasma ripping out his grill last was out of line and disrespectful to the culture. Swerve has one of Escobar's masks. Swerve tosses it into the flaming trash can. So we get in-ring segment. Dragunov. Dragunov says he's going to take his fist and make the unthinkable happen. Dragunov says he will witness chaos and rage and unbeatable kingdom will fall. Dragunov is going to end Walter's title reign and become the NXT UK champion. Pete Dunne interrupts. Dunne tells Dragunov that he owes everything he has to Dunne. Dunne says if he stayed in the UK, he would have put Dragunov in his place a long time ago. Dragunov says he is going to beat Walter, and that's something Doug can change and never did. Dragunov challenged Pete Dunne to a fight tonight. Dunne accepts and promises Dragunov won't make it to TakeOver. Alright. I enjoyed this segment right here. This was good. So let's move on to number 3. Alright, so we get $1 million champion LA Knight accompanied by Cameron Grimes. So we get $1 million championship LA Knight with Cameron Grimes. So we get Cameron Grimes versus Chase. I didn't really care about this match. LA Knight hits his finish for the win. So the winner of the match, LA Knight. So LA Knight had a match with Chase. So I didn't really care about this match. So it's LA Knight versus Chase. Didn't really care. It says LA Knight makes Grimes wipe his forehead with a towel. Ted DiBiase music hits and he walks to the ring. Ted DiBiase says Grimes deserves better. Knight says Grimes was born to be a butler. Ted DiBiase tells Grimes that he believes in him. Ted DiBiase says if Knight puts the $1 Million Championship on the line, Grimes will win. Knight says he will face Grimes one more time, but if he wins, Grimes won't be his butler anymore. Ted DiBiase agrees. Okay. So we get Gigi Dunne versus Jane. So we get Gigi Dunne versus Amari Miller. Didn't care. This match was terrible. Terrible match. Gigi Dunne mushed Miller in the face. Miller lands a few strikes, capped off with a neck breaker. Dylan kicks out. Dylan hyperextends Miller arm onto the bottom rope. Miller is rather in pain. Gigi Dylan lands a few short arm elbow strikes. Gigi Dylan hits a ambitional stretch bob for the win. The winner of the match, Gigi Dylan. Didn't really care about this match. This match was terrible by itself. At the restaurant, this was also terrible too. Like I said earlier, at the restaurant, Indy Hartwell orders a ton of food. Dex Loomis is completely silent but seems to be enjoying however he's eating. Indy Hartwell heads Gargano on a walkie-talkie. Indy Hartwell finds Candice LeRae hidden behind a menu at another table. Indy Hartwell tells LeRae and Gargano to leave them alone. So we get this segment right here. This segment was good. Commissioner Regal is in the ring with security. William Regal announced Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly, the undisputed final. Regal asks for Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole to join him in the ring. Kyle O'Reilly named this stipulation for the first fall in their 2 out of 3 falls match. Kyle O'Reilly wants to beat Adam Cole in a straight-up wrestling match that will crush Cole's spirit. Cole says he is better at this job than Kyle O'Reilly. Adam Cole wants a street fight, and it doesn't matter what the third match stipulation Regal picks is because Adam Cole is going to win this match 2 falls to none. Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole argue. Adam Cole reminds Kyle O'Reilly that he will never be Adam Cole. No one can touch him. Kyle O'Reilly is just a footnote in Adam Cole's career. Adam Cole tells Kyle O'Reilly that he doesn't have a killer instinct. Kyle O'Reilly is soft. Adam Cole tells Kyle O'Reilly he's nothing. Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole start to brawl. Security separates both men. William Regal says he knew this was going to happen. The third fall will be in a steel cage. This was a great segment right here. Very good segment. I enjoyed this. Alright, let's move on. So we get NXT Breakout Tournament semifinals. Odyssey Jones versus Trey Baxter. This was a quick match. Baxter tries to run around the ring, but he quickly caught by Jones. Baxter narrowly escapes Jones' clutches. Baxter lands a few strikes. Jones grabs Baxter by the back of his tights. Jones picks up Baxter and launches him high in the air. Baxter hops on Jones' back for a sleeper. Jones tosses Baxter to the mat. Baxter drop kicks Baxter in the knee. Baxter hits a spin kick to Jones' face. Baxter goes up top and misses a flying something. No clue what he was thinking. Jones hits a back suplex into the urine for the win. The winner of the match, Odyssey Jones. Alright, so we get backstage. Mackenzie Mackenzie sees Kushida and Malcolm Bivens leaving Regal's office. Regal announces MSK will defend the NXT Tag Team Champions against Imperium next week. Due to Bivens' convincing arguments and Kushida willingness to take on the challenge, Kushida will defend the Cruiserweight Championship against Roderick Strong. Alright then. So we get Boa versus Drake Maverick. I didn't pay attention to this match. This match was quick. Mei Yang rises from her throne and stands at ringside. Boa works over Drake Maverick's arm. Maverick fires up and ends Boa out of the ring. Maverick lands a dive. While the referee is distracted, Mei Yang spits mist in Drake Maverick's face. Maverick screams in agony. Boa lands a bizarre kick for the win. The winner of the match, Boa. This match was quick, but I didn't really pay attention at the same time. Alright, so we get. Hold on, guys. Here we go. So we get backstage. Back at the restaurant, Gargano dressed up as a raider. Indy Harrow sees through Gargano's terrible attempt at deception. Gargano and Indy Harrow fight over a cake. Gargano accidentally hits Loomis in the face with the cake. Gargano tells Indy Harwell he sees her at home. Gargano runs off. Dexter Loomis has cake all over his face. Indy Harwell reminds Dexter Loomis that she always has room for dessert. Indy Harwell covers the camera as she leans in to kiss Dexter Loomis. Alright, main event time. So we get Dragunov versus Pete Dunne. This main event match was very good and fantastic at the same time. I don't know why people complain that Dragunov lost, but Dragunov is going to beat Walter at NXT TakeOver 35 and become the new UK champion. So that's just my opinion and prediction right there. But this main event was really good. Pete Dunne and Dragunov trade submission attempts. Dragunov runs into a flying knee by Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne lands strikes after strike. Dragunov misses a right, but comes back and lands a clothesline. Dragunov tries a German suplex, but Pete Dunne lands on his feet. Dragunov does a back end to avoid a clothesline. Insecure by Dragunov. Dragunov lands a knee drop off the top. Pete Dunne kicks out. After the break, Dragunov and Pete Dunne are trading strikes. Dragunov floors Pete Dunne with a lariat. Pete Dunne snaps Dragunov's arm. Dragunov lands a series of clotheslines. Pete Dunne sends Dragunov into the ropes. Dragunov lands the clothesline special. Dragunov lifts Pete Dunne up for a suplex, but Pete Dunne counters with an armbar. Dragunov elbows his way out of the hole. Deadlift suplex by Dragunov. Pete Dunne kicks out. Dragunov's back ends to avoid another strike, but Pete Dunne punt kicks Dragunov's arm. Headbutt by Dragunov. Pete Dunne locks an armbar. Dragunov counters, but Pete Dunne knees his way out of Dragunov's submission. Pete Dunne locks Dragunov in a triangle. Dragunov power bombs his way out of the submission. Dragunov drops a stiff elbow to Pete Dunne's face. Pete Dunne kicks out. Pete Dunne stomps on Dragunov's hand. Dragunov tries a tiger fin, but his hand gives out. After a series of reversals, Dragunov hits his senton. Dragunov calls for his finish. Walter walks down to the ring. In the confusion, Pete Dunne hits the bitter end for the win. The winner of the match, Pete Dunne. This main event match was really good. This was fantastic. After the match, Walter attacks Dragunov. Dragunov managed to hit his running headbutt, which sends Walter flying out of the ring. Dragunov picks up the NXT UK Championship and stares at it, and NXT goes off the air. But overall, NXT was a decent show. I had to give it a 7 out of 10. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE NXT review and highlights, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch down below in the description. I will see you guys tomorrow for my AEW Dynamite review and highlights. And this Friday, I'm going to skip SmackDown. I'm going to skip WWE SmackDown review and highlights just to watch AEW Rampage. So I'm going to do a my AEW Rampage review and highlights this Friday. But tomorrow I will see you guys on my AEW Dynamite review and highlights. This your boy B-Boy Facts Johnny. You guys have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. And I'm out of here, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.